Folks, how's it going? This is my third installment on the beekeeping for this year. Quick update on what I got going on here. Last winter, lost all my bees and was frustrated and was ready to give it up. But this year, I had a buddy, Chris, hooked me up with a nuke, which I'm going to get into today. And I actually lured a swarm into a box with some lemongrass oil. So that one, checked it out last time. It had a queen and she was laying and things were looking good in there. I might get in there today, if nothing else, to rob a frame of honey for this one right here, the nuke. I found a queen in a nuke last time, if you watched that video, but she wasn't laying yet. And it's been about 10 more days, so I'm hoping to get into this hive today and find a laying queen. If I do, I'm going to transfer these to a bigger box and put them right back up on top here so they're oriented exactly the same way they were. I don't want to get them too disoriented in a fresh hive. Someone actually gave me a tip on when I make a split to try to disorient the one hive and do it at night so that the bees can't find their way back to the hive you took them from, but won't be doing any splits this year. It's going to be way too late. I'm just hoping to get these prepared for next year. So going to get suited up, get some smoke going here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so hopefully got both hives here in view, giving them a little bit of smoke here. Sounds like we got some activity going on here. Basically, the first thing I'm going to do is work out a frame here. Nice and slowly. See if we see anything on here. If not, I'm just going to put it in that box to start with. Making honey anyways. There's honey in that one. Honey and some pollen and some nectar. Transfer it to this box. Check the next one. Lots of honey, nectar. Come on, brood. I can see a frame inside. It's got something on it. More honey and stuff going on there. Honey and nectar. Something. There's brood. Cat brood in here. That's nice. And it's a pretty good, looks like a decent pattern, so I don't think it's a laying queen. I don't want these to get real agitated here. I mean, I don't think it's a laying worker. And they look like, there we go. Cat brood right there. And I can see larvae in there. Can't see a queen yet, but I really don't care about seeing her right now because there's got to be one in there laying eggs. That's nice. One more frame. Wouldn't mind seeing the queen, but at least there's something going on in here. They're fairly calm. I shouldn't have said anything. I'll probably get stung now. Well, there's one frame with cat brood on it, so good enough. I'm going to get these back up on here, get into the other hive and see if I can find a decent frame of honey for them to add to it. So I'm going to move this nuke box down and replace it with the new hive box. Right in the same location. Hopefully, eventually I'll move them straight down. Hopefully the orientation is going to stay exactly the same. I still got to get a lid for them though. The box below is still empty. Okay, so here we got the swarm box that I got. This is the second hive body, and it looks like they're working in here really well. I mean, I had a super on here too, but they didn't have much going on there. But it looks like they got some stuff going on here. Hit them with a little bit of smoke here. I'm thinking about stealing a frame of honey out of here, hopefully, for my nuke box. So I'm gonna work my way into the honey here. Start on this end here. Nothing going on there yet. They're just fixing up some old comb. There's some honey on that baby. There's brood, a lot of cat brood. Oh man, this hive is doing really well. I could add this to that hive actually. This hive's doing really well. There's a lot of cat brood on this next frame as well. You can see the cat brood all over that. There's honey too. I might just steal a whole frame of this cat brood with honey, just to strengthen that up. This next frame looks like straight honey on the one side anyway. Yeah, honey and cat brood. That'd be a good one to take there if I can get all the bees off of it. I think I might put my gloves on before I start shaking the bees off here. There's some larvae in there. they're still not that riled up. There's some larvae there, there's some cat brood there. I don't even think I had to put my gloves on really, but so they got honey, larvae. These are going over with this other hive. So I'm going to take this little frame out of here, throw it into here somewhere, slide that over, slide that over, slide this over. I think I'll introduce this right here. Alrighty then. So I got the swarm hive, looks like it's doing really well. The nuke hive is actually the queen starting to lay in there. And this hive is doing, the swarm hive is doing really well, so I might check the next box down. Tons of brood on there. This hive is strong. This queen is good in here. Somebody else named Mario gave me a tip on moving these frames over a little bit. And I don't know if it's Mario. There was a guy named Mario and some other guy gave me some tips. But he said about moving the frames over and putting some other frames on each side of where the queen was working. She's in here laying in that frame. Seems to be a really good hive. Yeah, they're getting a little agitated. Still, I'm not the best beekeeper in the world, but I know working without gloves, you can be a lot more gentle. I'm basically wanting to shift these over some. That one out of the way there. Get out of the way, bee. Go. Brood all over there. Looks like more brood down here. Okay, so I got the hives put back together. You didn't want to watch me mess around with all those frames. That takes forever sometimes, but the nuke box, they're still landing in a little bit, but they're making their way back over to the new bigger hive body. Eventually I'll get them moved down, and the swarm box is doing great, so everything's looking good. Thanks for all the comments, people watching, and appreciate the comments, and thanks for watching again.